Hi everyone, my name is Alyssa Nurse and I'm here to give you my testimony on how I overcame BI. About 3 years ago, I moved to Charlotte, North Carolina. I moved to Charlotte by faith, literally faith. I had no money and I had no job, but I knew I had to get out of a state that was not working for me. So I moved to Charlotte. I asked God within 1 month, can you please bless me with a job that is not too much of a burden for me so that I can still go ahead and work on my master's at the same time. And you know what? After a month, he blessed me with a job. And I was working with Marriott. Now, I've worked with Marriott for 8 years, but this time I took a real bad pay cut because I wanted to focus on my master's, which was really important for me to do. So when I got tired, I told my boss, I was like, hey, you know what? I only want to be here for a year. I have 8 more months with my master's. I just want to get that done, focus on that, and do what it is that I've always wanted to do. Now, if anyone knows me, I've always wanted to travel. Since I was 12 years old, I always talked to my parents and my friends and my sisters. I was like, I am going to see the world, with or without you, point blank. And I know that God was going to give me that job, that I was going to just see the world. And after that year came to an end with my current job with Marriott, I applied for a job with a company that allowed me to travel 100% of the time around the world. So I applied for that job. The next day I got a call asking for an interview. I actually had to go to work that day. So I got to work and I told my boss, I was like, hey, I have an interview in about 2 hours. Do you think I could, have the interview here? And just being shocked, she was just like, you know what, Alicia, I know that you're going to leave me anyway. So go ahead, get a room and do the interview there. So I was really happy about that. And what boss will let you interview whilst you're on her clock for another job? But you know what? I just saw God planting the seeds for my success. So I did the interview via Skype out of a company in Philadelphia and got offered the position on the spot. And I was so excited. I didn't know how to contain myself because you know what? I had to go back to work. And they wanted me to start right away. But I told them, I was like, out of respect, I'm going to do my 2 weeks and then start afterwards. They were okay with that. Now, when I got to my new job, I was allowed to travel throughout North America, South America, the Caribbean, and I knew this is what I was wanting to do for so long. I was able to make a difference as a quality assurance auditor, just making people smile, making sure that service was really important for them. That's what I wanted to do, and that's what I wanted to show throughout the world. And I was given that opportunity. But you know what? My testimony didn't stop there. What I wanted was to make a difference within my company. Being the only African American female, I knew that sometimes I had to stand out from the crowd. And I knew that within a year I wanted to move up in the company. I got a nice call from the VP telling me how good I've been doing, how many stories he's hearing about me, and the great surveys and the feedback that he's getting back from my coworkers and our clients. And he's just like, I see that you have a bright future within the company. So literally a couple of weeks after that, I got a call offering to be a senior consultant for the firm. And I was, guys, I don't know how to explain it. I was lost for words because I've only been with the company for a year. There are people who've been with the company for 5, 8, 10 years, and little Miss Me comes in after a year working with the firm to be a senior consultant. And I was like, you know what, God, you got this. You told me where I was going to be. You showed me the path, and all I had to do was have faith. I turned 30 last year, and I was just like, I am blessed to be where I am. I had a dream, and I went for my dream. And I want everyone to do that. No matter what obstacles may come through your way, know that if you have a dream, if you have a plan, and if you have God as a forerunner, that dream will become possible. Don't be impatient. It may take some time, but you know what? That's the blessing in disguise, because you just never know when it's going to happen. But you know what? I thank God every day that I overcame by. This is my testimony. I'm glad you guys shared it with me, and I wish everyone much success in their future. Be blessed.